Hello everyone and welcome back to the journey and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. But of course, for the first time in the Bahrain Grand Prix history, it's being done under the lights. It's been a staple of modern Formula 1, but this is where that all began, no longer racing around in the day. Let's take a look at the qualifying. For the first time this season, it is an all-Mercedes front row lockout. We've managed to qualify ourselves in third position, the only car within a second of the two Mercs. Valtteri Bottas in fourth position, Sebastian Vettel up there as well. Jenson Button at the back end of the top 10, having a few more struggles. But still, yeah, we'll be fine. He'll be fine. Fernando Alonso at the back end of the top 10 as well. Final page on there, you can see the likes on that back row of the grid. Let's jump our way in though. 14 laps for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So that Mercedes is very, very strong. We saw that back in Malaysia. But we're once again starting decently. I wonder if we can maybe get something on them now. Will help if we can figure out how to start this car, because that was not good. Good? You know what I mean? Okay. Stay to the outside of Valtteri. And we hang on to third position. Bit of a gap back to Bottas. Let's see if we can keep up with the two Mercs for now. Obviously, Hamilton did have problems back in Malaysia. And to be fair, back in Australia. I just feel like as soon as we get an opportunity, we need to get past. In fact, I'm turning it up to Rich straight away. Like, we always seem to have a little bit too much fuel anyway. And we're keeping up at the moment. But that happened at the start of the last race. Come on, we could do battle with them around here. Oh, big lock up there for Rosberg. Might be able to do something about Rosberg here. In fact, here we go. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to turn it back down to standard, because we should be able to get him on the brakes here. Complete the move. Be easy on the throttle. Come on, let's get up to Hamilton. In fact, turn it back up. Why not? Rosberg was looking. We're able to fend him off. I think our opportunities of battling with the Mercedes are going to be few and far between. So let's use it now. Whether we can keep Rosberg at bay or not, I don't know. I just have a fear that Hamilton's maybe a little bit too far. Whoa. Fine, bit weird in the brakes there. I'm just going to leave it in Rich for a little bit. He had a bit of a lock-up in the final corner. Bit awkward for us. Rosberg had another bit of a problem. Oh, we're so close to setting the fastest lap of the race. We're on pace him, I think. But obviously, we're running Rich mix. They're probably just running standard. But let's use it. Shut up, bro. You are waffling. I can't remember if it was this game or I think it might have been 16, where you have like the radio commands. You can say "Shut up, Jeff," and he does actually shut up. It's great. Best game feature. Oh, we didn't quite get DRS. We'll still keep burning Rich mix until we're on the start-finish straight, and then we'll see where we're at. I do genuinely feel like I can't really go much faster. I am throwing this car around and leaving it in Rich and everything. Another bit of a lock-up. I'm going to have to turn it down to standard just for a little bit. But we're going to get DRS hit. It might be enough to pass. Fastest lap of the race. I think we just go for it. Oh, it's going to be a bit deep. It's okay. Hold it around the outside. Okay. We are through. He's going to go for an attack here. Let's hold in the middle of the road. We're going to run a bit deep. Whoops, my bad. That was just poor defense. Okay, we need to save some fuel back up. We've already saved most of it, to be fair. Oh, where's Rosberg gone? I did see a bit of smoke in the background. Did Rosberg spin off, or is he blown up? But I saw some smoke in the background at turn 4 when we had our moment. Well, we're just going to moment. It's probably been a bit harsh. We went a bit deep, like this, because Hamilton had a bit of a look there. We got him. What on earth has happened to the championship leader? Nearly saved all that fuel back up. I think Hamilton's going to come straight back through here. Might not. Nah, he will, surely. That was not a good lap. 36.7. We'll defend still. I think we can hold him, actually. Can we? It's a bit tight here. Yeah, we're okay. Had a bit of a look, but nothing major. Won't defend this time. But yeah, it was around here. I wonder if he's retired. I have just checked the race director. I don't believe he's retired, at least not according to that. The problem is he's down in 21st place. I think he said 21st. But there's only 20 people running. If not, he's right the way down the back of the grid. Let's go with that. But it definitely did still say racing. It also didn't say that he'd pitted. So I don't know how he's got all the way back there. I think he's retired. Could be a crazy night in Bahrain. We're pulling away from Hamilton all of a sudden as well. Our Mercedes having a massive issue here. I mean, he's still there, obviously. Also, why did it not tell me what lap to pit on? Hadn't even realised that. We do need to pit, and I think it is this lap. We'll stay out, but we need to pit. I don't know where that's gone or what I've done. I checked out the strategy. I must have checked out the strategy and deleted the pit stop. Jensen's out of the race. Could be a second Mercedes engine then. Let's set up the pit stop. Wait, no, we're on options. We're on options. Never mind, my bad. I'll fix that, one sec. We're already on options. My God, what a disaster. Prime. Considering how much slower we've been going the last couple of laps. Oh, no, he said box, box, box. Okay. I mean, yeah, the fact that the times are so slow, it just shows how hard we were ragging at the start of the race. Let's bring it in then. See if Hamilton comes in with us. Yeah. And Hamilton is in the pit lane as well. Will he delay us on the exit? That's the question. We delayed Rosberg last time, but it's kind of different pit order, so, you know, let's keep our eye on him. Hopefully a good stop from the boys. No, there we go. We get held. Damn. Thought that might happen. We've got to turn it up straight away on the exit of pit lane. It was a good stop. Just couldn't release because he was in the pit lane. Turn it up. Come on, let's rag it. Hopefully Esteban Gutierrez and Pastor Maldonado don't have that oopsie like they did in real life around here. Car flipping at T1. Banterous moment. Yeah, we need to have DRS. Okay, nice one. I'm not worried about fuel because it seems like we can save it back quite quickly. Pretty much everyone else I think will be pitting this lap. Still definitely within DRS here. Let's use the slipstream as well. There we go. Back up to second position. I think Hamilton's using Rich now. Oh, we're deep here. Yeah, I think he's in Rich mix just based on how little we closed in there. I think now it's gone out to over a second. Maybe we'll find some speed as this stint goes on. So what's the gap? 1.4 seconds. Let's keep an eye on it. We need a perfect drive, though. Not a good one, a perfect drive. I will say, Bahrain does look a lot better under the lights, so at least there's that. You know, it was okay. I think it's okay as a day race, but under the lights, just generally so much cooler. It did remove, though, how special, in a sense, I guess, Singapore was. Because I actually think the Singapore circuit is kind of mid. It's fine, but it's not, like, amazing. And what was amazing about the Singapore Grand Prix is it was the only night race. Obviously, you had the day-night of Abu Dhabi, but still. Yeah, Hamilton's pulling away now. Still not giving up, don't worry. I'm just thinking, points-wise at the moment, if Rosberg has retired, which I believe he has, he'd still have the championship lead. I mean, definitely we wouldn't have the championship lead. We'd be on 48 points versus Rosberg's 50. Hamilton, what, had a 6th place, which is 12 points. 7th. 6th is not 12 points. That's a good sign. 6th is 8 points. So no, Hamilton wouldn't have the championship lead either. Because Hamilton would have, what, 14 points coming into this. Plus 25. So he'd have 39. So he'd be behind us by 9 points. And then, obviously, off the championship lead by 11. Quick maths. Boom. Don't trust it. I always say never trust a commentator's math. Never trust a guy mid-race either. That's crazy. Oh, someone's having an ad. Or maybe behind. But someone else is retiring. See, Vettel's moved up into third position ahead of Bottas now. But I think they are involved in quite a fight for third position. Hamilton is checking out. So it does seem as though he's finally going to get his first race. More drama around here, though. Got a car on the right-hand side coming into pit lane. No idea who it is, but they are not having a good time. Oh, Ricciardo's now up to third position. So I don't know where Bottas has gone and all of that. There's Vettel back through. Obviously, Ricciardo and me are very close in the championship. Well, very close. We're on the same points in the championship. We're both on 30. It's kind of one of those ones of, like, what would have been. What would have been if we hadn't been delayed in our pit stop? Could we have beaten Hamilton if we'd have stayed within DRS, kept up, stayed ahead, defended, kept him in the dirty air? Because pace was actually really good in that first stint. Like, well, I say pace was really good. I don't think the pace was that good, like, once we got through. But we were able to keep him behind. There is hope. More hope. I mean, look, it was fun to battle for the lead for the first, night Bahrain race. But obviously we're going to come up one short again. Same as we did in Malaysia. At least it's not Rosberg winning again, though. So that helps us in the championship. For the first time in the hybrid era, Lewis Hamilton is going to come across the line victorious. And we're going to take a second place. It's a Lewis 1-2. It'll be Ricciardo on the podium again. Fantastic start to the season for him. Ricciardo really is flying. Another third place finish, as I said. Lewis Hamilton, though, finally recording his first victory of the hybrid era. And we're on the podium again. Second place for us, not too bad. Sebastian Vettel there in fourth position. Good drives from Fernando Alonso, from Nico Rosberg to work their way up comfortably inside the points. Really good from Rosberg, actually. Grosjean as well, from basically down the back end of the field all the way up to 12th position. Valtteri Bottas was the car that was coming into the pit lane late on in the race. As to what it was for, no idea. Kobayashi retiring along with Nico Rosberg. And Jenson Button disqualified from the Bahrain Grand Prix. As to what he did, absolutely no idea. Let's take a look then at the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors. Of course, the Drivers are still being led by Nico Rosberg on 50 points. We're now just 2 points off. Daniel Ricciardo up there as well, 5 points off the champion lead. And Lewis Hamilton, no major shocks on the Constructors' side. Still Mercedes leading by a comfortable margin. Next time, though, we are going to probably my least favourite circuit on the calendar, because, of course, it's Shanghai for the Chinese Grand Prix. Well, fingers crossed, though, maybe we can get another podium. Who knows?